Market participants are getting ready to absorb the news that can confirm a negative impact of coronavirus on the global economic growth. The publications that will take place on the last 2 days of this trading week may become such signals, and we will tell you about them in our video calendar for traders on InstaForex TV channel. The first signal of a looming crisis may be publication of the eurozone business climate index for February. This data, provided by the European Commission, has been showing negative readings for 5 months in a row, and the business sentiment in the region is unlikely to improve amid the worries of a coronavirus. Deterioration of the business climate can contribute to a fall in the single European currency. Later on, the euro may get a chance to recoup some of its losses. At the opening of the American session on Thursday, the US durable goods orders report for January will be unveiled. Experts forecast a decline in demand for the goods with a term of use of more than 3 years, which will be a signal of poor economic conditions, and consequently it may prompt the Fed Reserve to take measures. However, the GDP report may offset the negative impact of the durable goods orders data. The revised estimate of the economic growth rate for the fourth quarter will see the light. According to forecast, the pace will remain the same at 2.1%. Amid the widespread anxiety and signs of recession in Europe and Japan, such stability can temporarily soothe the worries of investors and restore demand for the American currency. Trading on Friday is going to be exciting. Euro traders will focus on the publication of the preliminary inflation data for February in Germany. Let us recall that the annual pace of the price growth hit a 5-month high in January. According to the forecast, the inflation rate will be unchanged at 1.7%, which will provide support to the single European currency. However, the US dollar is likely to remain strong. On Friday, the United States will unveil reports on consumer income and consumer spending. It's the key indicator for economic health, as consumer spending accounts for more than 2/3 of the total GDP volume. Some analysts forecast an increase of 0.3%, while others anticipate a slower pace of growth of 0.2%. Despite such a negative outlook, the US dollar still has a chance to gain ground against the Canadian currency. On Friday, Canada will also deliver the GDP report for the fourth quarter. Here, an increase of just 0.1% is expected. Its actual reading meets the forecast. The USD cut pay is likely to rise. On top of the above-mentioned events, traders will pay attention to the publication of the following statistics. On Thursday, the inflation report will be unveiled in Spain, while in the United Kingdom, Bank of England Deputy Governor John Conliffe will speak. In the United States, FOMC member Loretta Mester will deliver her comments. On Friday, the industrial production data will be published in Japan. The GDP report will be unveiled in France, and the labor market statistics will see the light in Germany. On the same day, the United States will release the trade balance data and the final consumer confidence index. You were watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Tikhina. We wish you profitable deals.